Week 12 of the fantasy basketball season, and here's a few guards I look to buy and trade this week. The first player, D'Angelo Russell, the Los Angeles Lakers. So this year, definitely a down year for Russell, and the numbers going down. But when you play with Anthony Davis and LeBron James, that's bound to happen. And even guys like Austin Reeves have been scoring the basketball good this season. And Taurean Prince on the season for Russell, 14.7 points a game, 2.8 rebounds, 6.1 assists, 2 threes a game, and 46% from the field. And over the last couple weeks, he missed a few games. And since the return, he's averaging 11.3 points a game, 1.3 rebounds, 6 assists, 2.3 threes, and 39% from the field. So there's rumors going around that the Lakers obviously want Zach LaVine, and he wants to play for the Lakers as well, where for that to happen, D'Angelo Russell most likely will have to be in that trade. So if that comes to fruition within the next month towards the NBA trade deadline, I think D'Angelo Russell, if he goes to the Chicago Bulls, his value will go up because, like I said, with this Laker team, we saw the struggles last season in the playoffs with them, and pretty much this season we've seen it as well, where his points per game have dropped off pretty good. So the last few games here for Russell, December 28th versus the Hornets, 16 points, 3 rebounds, 9 assists, 4 threes, 50% from the field. December 30th at the Timberwolves, 5 points aboard, 3 assists, 25% from the field. Then he missed games December 31st to January 5th, and then returned January 7th versus the Clippers, 13 points, 3 threes in that one, 6 assists, a steal, a block, 35% from the field. So we know Russell's field goal percentage always hasn't been good throughout his career. But like I said, if he gets traded to another team, because I think this Laker team wants to move on from Russell, especially last season, like I said, where he struggled in the playoffs. And so far this season, the numbers haven't been great. So if he goes to another situation, I think his scoring will go up, his assists will go up. And right now with this Laker team, we haven't seen much. But even on this Laker team, I think we could see some decent games from him as well. So he's a buy low this week. The next player I look to buy and trade for is Damian Lillard of the Milwaukee Bucks. So you're still going to have to pay a good price, obviously, for Damian Lillard. And his first season this year, Milwaukee, 25.1 points a game, 4.3 rebounds, 6.9 assists, 1.1 steals, 3 threes a game, and 42% from the field. So obviously this season, 7 points per game. He's dropped off from his Lillard, with Giannis being the number one man over there still in Milwaukee, and obviously better talent around with Chris Middleton and Brook Lopez on that team, and even Malik Beasley, better talent than he's ever played with over there in Portland for Damian Lillard. But the last couple weeks, the numbers have dropped off, and the field goal, 20.3 points a game, 3.3 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal, 1.7 threes, and 38% from the field. So like I said, you're still going to have to pay a premium price for Damian Lillard, but not as high as you would have maybe a couple weeks ago or even coming into the season, obviously. So the last few games, with January 3rd at the Pacers, 23 points, 2 boards, 5 assists, 3 steals, 2 threes, 33% from the field. January 4th at the Spurs, 25 points, 4 boards, 10 assists, a steal, a 3, 52% from the field. And January 6th at the Rockets, in a tough loss in that one, 18 points, 2 boards, 8 assists, 2 steals, a 3, 31% from the field. Then January 8th, he missed that game versus Jazz with a personal issue. So right now, Damian Lillard, still a great talent, still putting up good numbers. But like I said, the numbers aren't on par like they were last season, since he's playing with greater talent and a true number one guy like Giannis. But even the last few games, the numbers have been up and down a little bit. You're still going to have to pay a good price, but still someone I would buy, because I could also see Lillard come back with this little personal thing and really start and get things going here in the second half, because he's only played about 35, 40 games with this Buck team. In the third and final guard I look to buy and trade for this week's Russell Westbrook of the Los Angeles Clippers. So Westbrook, I know he's been coming off the bench for this Clipper team, and I know they're playing great basketball over the last month and a half of the season, winning a lot of games after they weren't gelling in the beginning. So on the season for Westbrook, 10.9 points a game, 6.1 rebounds, 4.6 assists, 1.1 steals, and 46% from the field. In the last couple weeks, 9.4 points a game, 4.9 rebounds, 1.6 steals, 4.5 assists, and 47% from the field. So I think Kawhi Leonard and George, they're good to miss a few games here, where Russell Westbrook scoring will go up a little bit. And we know Westbrook, he's more of a guy that plays with the ball in his hands. I know James Harden obviously is running that point over there for this Los Angeles Clipper team, but still as a six-man coming off the bench, I think we're going to see Westbrook acclimate even more as the weeks go on and put up some better numbers, because he's still getting some different categories, but his scoring really hasn't been great, and he's not getting double-digit assists or rebounds. So the last few games here for Westbrook, January 5th at the Pelicans, 8 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, at 50% from the field. January 7th at the Lakers, 7 points, a rebound, 3 assists, a steal, 33% from the field. And January 8th versus Phoenix, 9 points, 2 boards, 7 assists, 2 steals, 50% from the field. So Russell Westbrook, he's still getting different categories, but obviously he's not putting up the huge numbers like he has in the past. He's the all-time leader in triple-doubles in NBA history here is Russell Westbrook. But anyway, he's still a solid ball player, I think. And like I said, a couple injuries it only takes over there in Los Angeles, where they got injury-prone guys, especially in George and Leonard, where playing time could go up and the usage will go up as well. So that's a few guards I look to buy and trade for Week 12 of the fantasy basketball season.